Hi guys, welcome back to the Centro Dental Bites once again. Today we will discuss about maxillary and mandibular anatomical landmarks and the landmarks present in there and the clinical importance of these landmarks. So here you can see a cast and I draw some diagrams landmarks present over there. And here is maxillary cast and here you can see this is a mandibular cast and you can see the diagrams drawn over there. These are some anatomical landmarks. We will go through these anatomical landmarks and discuss some clinical importance of these landmarks. And if you need some PDF of these landmarks and their importance, I will give the link of this PDF in the description box. You can get it from there and study from there and write in your record books what you should write or not and with a diagram. So let's get what are the landmarks present in there and what are the clinical importance of these landmarks. At first we will discuss the landmarks present over maxillary cast. Here you can see this is yellow color portion called as labial frenum. Here labial vestibule, then buccal frenum, then buccal vestibule. This is maxillary tuberosity. Here you can see the deep brown portion called as residual alveolar ridge, in which socket tooth are present over there. And here you can see the red portion is called as incisive papilla. There mid palatine raphe, this red area is called as, and fovea palatine, these two fovea like structure present over maxilla. And you can see the wavy like structure. This is anterior portion called as anterior vibrating line and posterior line called as posterior vibrating line, and the whole area is called as posterior palatine seal area. And here the blue color portion you can see that is called as hamular notch. And here you can see the incisive papilla, palatine rugae and mid palatine raphe. Here you can see the same portion. This is the symmetrical portion or bilateral same portions are there. Labial frenum, labial vestibule, buccal frenum. There may be one or two buccal frenum. Here we can see the two buccal frenum present over there. And here you can see buccal vestibule. And here you can see maxillary tuberosity, residual alveolar ridge over there, and hamular notch, anterior vibrating line, posterior vibrating line, fovea palatini, mid palatine raphe, incisive papilla and palatine rugae. Guys, maxillary anatomical landmarks are also divided into three structures. These are limiting structure, supporting structure and relief areas. Limiting structure are the structure which limit the areas of maxillary landmarks, and these are labial frenum, labial vestibule, buccal frenum and buccal vestibule, and hamular notch, anterior vibrating line, posterior vibrating line, and the posterior palatal seal area. The complete whole area cover the anterior and posterior vibrating line. These all are limited and limit the structure of maxilla. So these are called as limiting structure of maxillary anatomical landmarks. Now the second division is supporting structure. Supporting structure are the structure will help in the support. These are residual alveolar ridge, the ridge in which over tooth are present in the socket. This residual alveolar ridge is the main supporting structure. Then maxillary tuberosity, the light brown portion is called as maxillary tuberosity, also a supporting structure. Then the hard palate, the white color portion is called as the hard palate and the green color portion is called as the soft palate. And the last supporting structure is the rugae area. Here you can see the rugae, palatine rugae. This helps in the movement of the foot in the backward directions. Then the last division are the relief areas, and these areas are incisive papilla, mid palatine raphe and fovea palatine. These three landmarks are called as the relief areas. Now guys, you can see this is the mandibular cast, mandibular primary cast, over which we draw some diagrams. And our previous video we saw that how to draw these diagrams, in which color you should use, which type of brush, paint brush you should use. And now we will discuss what are the landmarks present over there and some clinical importance you can find in the PDF link in the description box. So let's discuss about the mandibular cast. And these structures are this. The deep brown portion is called as residual alveolar ridge. At first we will see the yellow portion, that is the labial frenum, then labial vestibule, buccal frenum, then buccal vestibule. Then here you can see the retromolar pad. These all two are symmetrical portion divided into two bilateral portions. And here you can see retromolar pad. Then it is called as residual alveolar ridge, over which the tooth are present in the sockets. Here you can see the lingual frenum. Lingual frenum, here over you can see the labial frenum. This is lingual frenum, and this is the anterior alveolar sulcus, middle alveolar sulcus, posterior alveolar sulcus. Three sulcus present in the lingual area: anterior sulcus, anterior alveolar sulcus, middle alveolar sulcus and posterior alveolar sulcus. Here you can see the green portion. This is called as the mylohyoid ridge. Mylohyoid ridge over here you can see that myelohyoid ridge also, and the back side over the labial surface you can also, labial or buccal surface, you can see the green portion. This is called as buccal self area here, and here you also can see this green portion is called as buccal self area. So what are the mandibular landmarks present in there in a mandibular cast? Labial frenum, labial vestibule, buccal frenum, this yellow color two portion, buccal frenum, then buccal vestibule, residual alveolar ridge, buccal self area, and here you can see the lingual frenum, interior alveolar sulcus, middle alveolar sulcus, and posterior alveolar sulcus. So these are all the landmarks present over maxilla and the mandibular anatomical landmarks. And as we discuss, we will discuss some clinical importance, and it is not possible to discuss some clinical importance over this video. So if you need this clinical importance, I will give the PDF link in the description box. You can go through there and download the description box, and if you need to write these features, what you should write in your record book, you can write from there easily. So goodbye guys, and see you in our next video. Bye.